Right, I'm done. I'm over it. I'm finished with lockdown. I am literally to the point that I just want this all over and done with. And I'm sure many of us are at home. We've been given a date in the UK, 21st of June, that life can potentially go back to normal. Whether or not we stick to that date, I don't know. But I have now a time period to work to. The problem is with this lockdown, as much as I've got brilliant things done, like Song a Day Keeps Corona Away's been amazing, you guys have been amazing, I find myself later into this year, well, as soon as we started this year really, 2021, it was just getting too much. You know, I put on weight, I've lost a bit of motivation, I'm just struggling to eat well, I'm not sleeping well, I'm anxious about, you know, going back out into the world and meeting people again, you know, new people. You know, I haven't done it for so long. These are the things that I'm concerned about, and I think other people at home are potentially concerned about, and I want to nip it in the bud. We've got a time period now, like I say, it's time to lose the lockdown. And yes, I'm fully aware that my hair looks terrible. I've just woken up, I've just reviewed the video that I did, and yeah, I look shocking, all right? We're just at the beginning of this journey. Give me some time to better myself over it, all right? So I think first point of call is to have a shower, sort out this barnet, sort of get myself looking semi-decent, and then we'll crack on with a few bits and pieces. I want to kind of target, you know, the weight loss thing, because I think the weight loss thing will better my mood. Believe it or not, I'm 18 stone, 18 and a bit. I think I will eat better once I get the exercise sort of down and stuff like that. So let's look at a few bits like that. But for now, shower time. Right, not that much better, but I'm now clean. I'm ready to start my day. Not that I was that dirty. Basically, I don't know if you realise, as much as I'm trying to do this to encourage other people to lose the lockdown, this also holds me accountable, because I've been trying so far to lose the lockdown for a couple of weeks now, and it's just not working, because I'm naughty and I go buy Freddos from the local shop or something like that. So this is going to hold me accountable and make sure I actually do the lose the lockdown thing, all right? A big thing for me is that a lot of people obviously saw me with my weight loss thing a few years back, which was amazing. If you haven't seen that, here's a couple of pictures. I'm afraid I've pretty much almost put all of that weight back on, and I've let myself down a little bit. And I haven't really mentioned that to anyone, because I always do, like, you know, chest shots and things like that, so no one can ever tell if I've got a gut on me or not. So I think it's about time I just put it out there, because I'm going to do before and after shots for you. And I think that's going to be the best way for me to really see the progress each week and see how far I'm getting on with it. Right, we now have the nudity portion over with, so we're going to now move into trying to find an exercise program or just something I can do. Here's the issue: a lot of people can run. I can't. I'm not built for running. I never have been, never will be. I've actually got plantar fasciitis, which isn't great. Anyone who knows plantar fasciitis, you know it's not great. So running's not really an option. So I need to find some sort of bodyweight exercises that I can do. Maybe a circuit or something like that. That would be really handy. Also, we know that doing exercise isn't always super fun. I love going to the gym. I love lifting heavy things, but heavy things ain't an option right now. So what are the other options? Let's have a look. Right, where do we start? Where do we even start with something like this? I want a bodyweight exercise. It's going to be nice and easy to do, that I can crack out anytime. Probably, you know, within 20 minutes. Obviously, we're going to change it up over the weeks and weeks, and I'll probably do more and more exercise as I get fitter. But for now, I need to just find something that works for me, and hopefully we can find it on Le Google. Easy body weight circuit. We'll go for circuit, because if you just do like one exercise, just be like, do press ups. Yeah, it's a bit boring that. Right, here we are. Easy bodyweight circuit. 20 bodyweight squats, 10 push-ups, 10 walking lunges, 10 dumbbell rows with a milk jug or some other form of weight. I'm sure we'll find something to work with. 15-second plank and 30 jumping jacks. Look, all very simple, very easy stuff.
I might give the jumping jacks a miss because it's something to do with my plantar fasciitis. So I probably will do another abdominal exercise in there. I could probably do something more advanced, but I think for week 1, let's just try and keep it nice and simple and get myself back into all this kind of stuff. What I'm going to do though is I'm going to double all those numbers. So the plank will be for 30 seconds, the bodyweight squats will be 40, and not only that, I'll probably do 3 sets of the stuff. I'm sure it probably says it if you click on through. Blah 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 blah. Oh look, he done well. Look at that. He done well. He done well. Very well. Oh yeah, it says 3 circuits. So yeah, it says do it 3 times. I think we've got this down for week 1. Let's have a go. Which way does this go? Ow! Ow! Oh well, that's not good at a start. Ow! Oh, bloody hell. So I've got the routine. I'm going to try and do it 3 times this week. And like I say, it's all these exercises. Hopefully it focuses on it, but it's all these exercises 3 times, and I'm also going to try and do that 3 times a week for this first week anyway. I'm fully expecting me to not look brilliant in this video, to be perfectly honest. I will not look good. I've also got these beautiful pink dumbbells for my dumbbell rows for the lats. They're not super heavy, so instead of doubling it to 20, I'm going to just make it 30, just because normally when I'm in the gym I do a lot heavier because I'm so strong. But you know, we're going to have a go at this. I guess we're ready to rumble. I'm sweating. I'm sweating. Oh my god. Oh, jeez. Oh. Managed to do that in 17 minutes, 34 seconds. That was double all the exercises, pretty much. And I'm sweating. I just hope I can get a bit better over the week. My muscular endurance is just shot. Whew. I want to get back into that rugby condition so I can play some rugby, whenever that might be. Right, another shower, methinks. And then let's talk about something else, shall we? Oh, jeez. So, workout 2 is done. And I actually completed it much quicker than the first time, 16 minutes rather than 17 minutes 34. Chuffed with that. Now out for a little bit of a walk. I'm gonna try and include some form of interview with someone else who's been affected by, you know, this whole lockdown thing, you know, because lose the lockdown isn't just about weight. There's lots of people who have stayed very fit and healthy throughout this lockdown. So that's not been their issue, not like me anyway. But I think something that does affect a lot of people is the mental health side of things, and now getting back out there and taking opportunities like the relaxation of some lockdown measurements to be able to see friends. And so I'm going to go see my mate Jasper today, and we are going to have a little chat about how it's all affected him. Cool. So I'm here with Jasper, one of my mates. We've gone for a nice walk today, and I just thought it'd be nice to include this as kind of just a point on mental health, because equally I just wanted to talk to Jasper about like how lockdown's affected you and like how, you know, you feel about reintegrating with society.
Yeah, I mean, to be honest, I was like, when I basically said like, hey man, we should hang out,
Yeah.
I meant more like, oh, we should like catch up on Zoom.
Yeah, you said,
or we like,
yeah.
you know, we should play like Rocket League or something.
Yeah.
And then I was like, oh, do you know what, actually it's kind of getting to a point where I feel like I need to kind of come out my shell a bit more, because I'm just kind of worried that I will become like a reclusive shut-in. And that's definitely something, because I only really, you know, it's just been me and my partner in our flat, and like I've seen people on screens, and I've tried to, you know, find fun ways to talk with them. I think it's just, yeah, it's variety, isn't it?
Yeah.
Everyone needs a bit more variety. You need to go for it.
I just don't yeah, it's going to be amazing, obviously, on the 12th of April when we can actually sit in a pub garden, you know, even if it's pouring it down with rain and, you know, freezing cold. But, you know, it's that, I don't think anything can replace that human connection. How has lockdown affected you, though, with your job as well? I mean, has that changed at all?
Yeah, well, it's definitely changed the way I kind of work, but not necessarily what I actually do. Because I mean, you know, like I edit videos. And
yeah.
It's something that you've had to, you know, it's like you've had to learn that.
Yeah,
yourself.
yeah, 100%. It's really, really hard.
Yeah, it's not, you know, but it's something that when you kind of do, you can kind of, it's a very solitary experience. But when you don't need to, when you can do stuff remotely, when you can do stuff like digitally online, it doesn't become a problem. Obviously, I feel like quite lucky in that because, you know, my partner's a frontline worker.
Yeah.
She's someone who has to go to the office like every day, and I do like really
Yeah.
admire her for that. And it's like, for me though, it's a different challenge of like, I'm literally stuck 8 hours a day on the computer in my own home and I don't go anywhere.
Yeah.
It's kind of like finding that balance of like, I would love to spend like a day in the office of the week, but I definitely don't think I'm going to go back necessarily completely to the way things were before.
No.
I don't think I could do 5 days in an office.
Yeah, just keep, you know, I think people got used to almost like spending the time on their own, but also in the comfort of their own home as well. I feel like I've missed out on so much this year.
You know, with like our parents, they're a bit older.
Yeah.
And like having kind of a year of their life to them is kind of like a less chunk of their lives, but for us it's very much like, you know, we're on our 20s and this is supposed to be times where like, you know, we think about like careers and like social lives and going out and doing stuff.
Yeah.
And for us, I feel like we've taken quite a big toll from that. Yeah.
We're really at a pivotal moment where our career and our life can go 2 ways. It can turn shockingly bad, or we can really have a great career ahead of us. And I just think that's quite scary that we've missed out on that year. And I know we'll probably gain it back, but like for me, it's like my whole career has gone standstill. Theatres are closed, you know, there's no shows, you know, that whole thing has disappeared.
You know, your whole thing has been like in front of people in stage, in like a public space where there's like, you want as many people in a room as possible, and then you can't do that.
It literally goes straight against what we've been told to do.
Exactly.
Do you know what I mean?
And then but then you've had to adapt from that. So you like, you know, you setting up this channel, like learning how to edit and stuff.
Yeah.
And that's become like a new thing, and you kind of have to adapt to what is going to be essentially the new normal.
Ultimately, there's just to wrap it up, like, what are you going to do between now and the 21st of June when things apparently are going to go back to normal? What are those little things that are going to help you get there?
Yeah, well, so I think like us coming down, having this chat, like, having this, you know, kind of like discussion about what we want to do and stuff has been really helpful. For me, this has been like a first step. This is one of the first times I've really like gone out to like physically see someone in person, and I felt comfortable enough to do that. And I think as the months go on, it's going to be a case of making sure that I see more people and I kind of like broaden my horizons, so to speak. So I'm kind of leaving that little bubble I've made for myself and going back into the world. So it's not going to be like a huge culture shock when I get to a point where
you're sitting
I'm overwhelmed because there's like hundreds of people around me and I don't know how to react.
Yeah, exactly. Because you can imagine all the social things that we're used to are going to be even busier than what they were before all this lockdown stuff, because people will just be absolutely chomping at the bit.
Yeah, well, it's going to be like the Roaring 20s again, isn't it?
Well, you'd hope so. I mean, that's what I was sort of like buzzing about in 2020. I was like, man, like all the music stuff, like the 20s back in, you know, 1920s, that was like a mad time. You had all this brilliant jazz music and things like that, and I thought, oh, that might come back this, you know, 2020. Little did I know, Corona would just put an absolute nip in the bud to that. So.
I would put money that there are going to be hundreds of Great Gatsby parties.
Oh, it's going to be nuts, absolutely nuts. But yeah, thanks for chatting, Jasper, and yeah, I'll see you in the rest of the video. So this is a portion of the video I would like to maybe answer some of your questions, or if you'd like to be featured at all in the episode, you can write to me and hopefully we can feature maybe something you have to say or something you feel about lockdown. Obviously I haven't asked you yet, so here's me asking. Write something down below, maybe a question or maybe something you've dealt with during this lockdown that I can feature on the show. But for now, this has been a long old episode, so let's do some music, shall we? I heard she sang a good song. I
heard she had a style, so I went to see her and listen for a while. And there she was, this young girl, a stranger to my eyes, strumming my pain with her fingers, singing my life with her words, killing me softly with her song, killing me softly with her song, telling my whole life with her words, killing me softly with her song. I felt a flush with fever, embarrassed by the crowd. I felt she'd found my letters and read each one aloud. I prayed to God she'd finish, but she just kept right on, strumming my pain with her fingers, singing my life with her words, killing me softly with her song, killing me softly with her song, telling my whole life with her words, killing me softly with her song. It was as if she knew me in all my dark despair, but then she looked right through me as if I wasn't there. And she just kept on singing, so clear and strong, strumming my pain with her fingers, singing my life with her words, killing me softly with her song, killing me softly with her song, telling my whole life with her words, killing me softly with her song.
Thanks for watching, guys, and really do appreciate you taking your time out. I hope this Lose the Lockdown can help you either with your well-being, your mental health, or just to lose a few pounds. So yeah, I hope I can help with that. Tune in next week for another episode, and don't forget, ask some questions down below, or let me know how you've got on during this lockdown down below in the comment section, and hopefully I can feature you as part of the episode. But for now, stay safe. Bye.